Well, hello and welcome back to Read Becca. I'm pretty sure Rue is just sitting on his wheel, waiting for me to start filming so that he can get really loud and make it impossible for me to film. You are doing that, aren't you? For my list of books to be read in the month of February, this is not a comprehensive list. This is not a hard and fast rule of books I have to get to in the month of February. I'm trying to keep my TBRs fairly narrow and limited to a small amount that I really definitely want to get to, and then follow my mood the rest of the month. So I will definitely read more than this. But these are the ones that are piquing my interest the most right now to fit the things I want and things I'm planning with other booktubers. So let's start with the books that I'm reading with other booktubers. So the first two are long, ongoing, massive books that I'm reading with Shannon from That's So Poe. So I don't know if I will cover these every month, but they will be going on for a very long time. And those are The Best of World SF, Volume 3, and the complete work of Edgar Allan Poe. So we will be working on these for months. We're very slowly working our way through them. The next one is a buddy read that Dia from Novel Idea reached me about because I had The Confederacy of Dunces by John Kennedy Toole on my 2024 TBR, as did she, and so we are going to work on buddy reading this in February. This one is an odd story, I think, because it's won the Pulitzer Prize, but it was actually published after the author died, unless I'm misremembering. I could be mixing this up with another book, but I'm pretty sure. So the author tried to get it published and never could, and then it went wildly popular after it was published past his death, and that's so unfortunate. So this is the only work from this author that we have, as far as I know, that's published. And this one I'm very intrigued by because I hear it's very funny, it's a lot of people's favorite book, and it won the Pulitzer Prize, so clearly that's intriguing, but it also sounds like it has a very unlikable main character, clearly to the dunces of the title. So I will be curious to see how this one works out for me. Then I have one from my 2024 TBR shelf that was also from the previous year as well, and I didn't get to it. This is the Bar Harbor Retirement Home for Famous Writers and Their Muses by Terri-Lynne DeFino. So Bar Harbor is on the coast, I think, of New England, and this is all about a retirement home specifically set up for retiring authors who are sort of at the end of their life and wanting to go to a place where they can have shared ideas together, right? So I think that we are following one character who's been through some extreme trauma and thinks they will never write again. And another character sort of plants the seed at the home of this thing they're writing, and it sets off as a muse to all of the other writers, to really inspires them. So I think that sounds very hopeful and nice. I am in a trend of reading about elderly folks, so this is continuing on with my excitement about reading stories of that topic, I guess, right now. So very intrigued to get to this one. I don't think I've ever heard anybody talk about this one either, so it will be fun to read a book that I really don't see people talk about. Next is sort of my own influence on myself, I guess. I was talking to Erin read a book in comments about baking romances, and obviously we have Valentine's coming up this month, so I do want to fit in some romance for sure. But I was mentioning Donut Fall in Love by Jackie Lau, and Jackie Lau is an author I really enjoy. So I had gotten a book from her that was available for free as an ebook, and so I have that on my e-reader. It's not the sort of book I would have ever picked up on my own, or if it were not Jackie Lau. So this is Mr. Hotshot CEO by Jackie Lau. I have very little interest in the sort of status trope romances, which are kind of like billionaires, CEOs, entrepreneurs, that sort of stuff, the wealthy. I really don't care for that generally as a romantic trope, but if it's Jackie Lau, I'm gonna give it a shot at least. So I definitely want to get to that one. It's also, because it's Valentine's Day, I would like to read some more. I have quite a few romances sitting on my e-reader to get to that I've gotten free or cheap. So I will be maybe taste testing some of those over this month. I was looking for Valentine's Day readathons and I didn't see any that have been announced currently. There's a readathon that's happening the week after, I think the 19th through the 25th, literature-a-thon, and I am intrigued by that because it has a great bingo board that this book could fit into. And it's a nice mix because it's a week-long readathon of book prompts that could easily be accomplished, I think, and activity prompts. So I like that balance for a week-long readathon where you aren't trying to do a whole bingo with a load of books over a single week. So I may try to participate in that readathon with some romance reading. I also have a monthly project or maybe more than monthly. I don't know, we'll see. But as part of my goals this year, I have a project to go to the library and browse the nonfiction shelves. And I'm specifically focusing on things like nature, history, STEM topics, science, and picking out something I'm very excited about and reading it as an audiobook, because I'm not borrowing any library books right now. I'm on a freeze to read from my own shelves. So for this month, I've already gone and browsed, and I picked out Humble Pie, When Math Goes Wrong in the Real World by Matt Parker. This just sounds very entertaining. It sounds like these are mishaps with miscalculations, I guess, in people doing the math and it turning out wrong. That's a topic that I'm very interested in, so I'm really looking forward to that one. Other than that, I think there are so many books that I have pulled off the shelves, tried to put on the TBR, and then kind of backpedaled because I don't want to overbook myself. But there will be more, certainly. I know going into February, it is Black History Month. There are at least 2 books on my 2024 TBR list that will fit well for that. And I'm kind of just thinking I will follow my mood when the time comes to pick one up, but I will definitely be trying to hit something there. I also really want to get to something in fantasy this month because I haven't really picked up any real proper high fantasy since the year started. And I definitely want to. I had like 3 things I pulled off the shelf and I was like, no, we're going to put those back, not overload, and I'm gonna pick something out when I get to. So I'm trying to edit myself, I think, in my reading choices and just go with the flow a little more. So I think that's it for what I'm looking forward to for the next month. Let me know if you've read any of these down below. I'm very curious, especially the Bar Harbor book, because as I said, I haven't seen anybody talk about it before. Or if you've read from Terri-Lynne DeFino. I think as an author, Terri-Lynne DeFino is more well known than that particular book. Do you think I made good picks here? And let me know what you are reading for this next month. So that is it for me today. Thank you so very much for watching.